Hi, I'm Bet from Bet's Makes, and today we're going to be making some dog tags, but we're going to use 4 different methods. We're going to use one where we just do a simple cutout or a slice. We have one where we have a print on top and a slice as well. Another one where we're going to make it with a print on top, and then another one yet where we've used some contour and putting little pieces together in order to make it really different. So there's 4 different methods here. So let's move on to Design Space and start crafting. Well, here we are in Cricut Design Space, and we're going to be making some dog tags today. So I'm going to use the same surface. I'm just going to turn off the little eye here so I can't see it on the screen. I'm going to go to my uploads. And I have a dog tags file all ready for you. You can find it in my resource library, and you can just get a free membership and you can have everything that's in my resource library plus some freebies and some extra videos. So I'm just going to click on this one and I'm just going to insert the image, and we have the image exactly we want. We added a little face here. Now this could be a dog or it could be a cat. It's up to you the way you want to look at it. Now black is not my favorite color, so I'm not too sure if I can change the color right here right now. So let's make them a nice dark green, and there we go. We do want to ungroup these because we want to work on them one at a time and decide what we want to put on them. Now for this particular dog tag, you can do a couple of things. We can contour it and make it a solid, or we can add a background to it. So I can actually duplicate this and I can just bring it over here. I'm just going to give you some ideas of what you can do. I'm going to come down here to contour. I'm going to click on contour and I'm going to hide all contours. Now you can wonder, why would I want to do that? Well, I'm just going to click here. When I hide all contours, you'll see that it becomes one piece here. Now I'm going to change that from that green, and perhaps I will make this one blue just so we can see it. And then I'm going to take the original piece, I'm going to arrange it, and I am going to move it to the front. So I'm going to send it to the front. And as you can see, that will fit right over top. The only problem is I don't have this hole cut right in here. So that could become an issue if that's what you want to do. Now, the other idea here is that I could slice it as well. So I could keep the 2 colors here and then just get rid of this little piece at the top. Now this is a little more complicated than most people want to look at. So I've highlighted them both. I'm going to come down here and I'm going to click on slice. Now with slice, I click on the one piece of the slice here and I have this piece sliced out. So I'm just going to move this out of the way. So it got rid of some background pieces, which I don't want. So I'm going to click on the delete key. And then we have some other pieces that I can pull away. So let's pull the top off. And as you can see, I can put these together, but I can also move some of it apart. So now I have this ideal piece that we wanted to get rid of, but we wanted to keep the other pieces. So there's a lot that you can do with it. I'm just going to delete this for now. And now I just happen to have a duplicate of this. I'm going to go back to my contour this piece. So what I want to do is I'm going to hide them all except this one. Now you'll see what's going to happen as we hit the contour piece. So if I leave that one in place and the overall background and this one and this one, I don't want that one. Okay, so let's just see what we're going to get here. And you'll see I got just the piece when I clicked on that. So I'm going to undo that. I'm going to go back here, select this, and I'm going to go to contour. So I'm going to hide them all, and then I would get one piece, and then I can remove this piece. And let's see what we get. That's exactly what we want. So now I can pull this piece back over top. Let's line these both together, come up to the align, and we're going to center it horizontally and center it vertically, and there we go. We have a two-piece dog tag, which we have something that we paste over top, and then we have the blue in behind. Now you can cut this out of various materials, and it just makes it just really nice. I usually make everything that I have out of cardstock, but you could make this out of wood, and it's two pieces. You could use a shape and then use infusible items on top so that it becomes one piece. So right now, all I want to do is just keep this as one dog tag, and I'll just push it over to the side. Now let's see what else we can do here. So we have another tag here, has pointy ear shapes, but what we might want to do is put the name of our dog in the center. So all we need to do here is take our text, and I happen to have a dog called Charlie. Now that's a pretty big font for Charlie, so I'm just going to make Charlie smaller here, and I can put Charlie right in the center. Now I don't have to keep that particular font. I can click on the fonts here, and we can use a really nice little font for a dog, and I want something that's pretty simple, so I'm just going to scroll, and I don't want it fancy, and the reason I don't want it fancy is because we are going to print it in there, and this one is a single layer cutting, so let's just put that one in there. It went really small, so let's make Charlie a little bigger here. Now in order to do this dog tag, I could cut this out of the dog tag if I wanted to by just highlighting the both like this, and then I could click on slice and get rid of the word Charlie right in the center if we wanted to. I don't want to do that. I want Charlie to be printed on it. So I have to come up to operations here, and with operations I can come up and I can decide if I want to foil it on, engrave it. Right now I'm just going to use a pen, and we'll use a different color pen. We'll go for a raspberry. And as you can see in there, that dark green is really hard to see, so let's change its color. Let's go back with the light blue so that we can see it. And now we have a piece where the name will be imprinted on whatever material you decide to cut this. So I'm going to click on both of them together. I am going to attach them so that they become one piece. So now we have a two-pieced one here. We use contour with. This one we put the name on it, and we simply just put it together by attaching it. Let's see what else we can do. So we have a bone here, and I'm going to make it a gold bone. Now what we're going to do here is we're just going to cut something out of the center. So perhaps we want to use a different shape, and actually I don't want a star. I'm just going to delete that star. I'm going to put a heart because I just absolutely love the dog. So we can put a little heart in here. I'll just make it red just for the heck of it, like a red heart. So what I'm going to do is take that little heart, put them both together, and I am going to slice it this time. And then I'm going to pull the red heart out, and then I'm going to pull the bone over, and you'll see that I have a nice heart cut out of the bone. So it's a really cool way to do it. So we've got 3 different methods here. Now we have a final one here. Now he's kind of the sideways. I'm going to come up here to rotate. I'm going to rotate him 90 degrees. And we have another dog tag, and we can decide what we want to do here. So we still have our lovely little heart. So we can combine a couple of things here. We can put a heart in, we can put in some text, and it'll keep the same text that we had to be here from before. And just to be really different, I'm going to call this one Fluffy. And with Fluffy, I am just going to make Fluffy a little smaller so we can fit Fluffy in there. Maybe make my heart a little smaller. Just going to leave the heart right there, and I'm going to put Fluffy in right here. And I'm going to make Fluffy a different color just so that it's easier for us to see. Now what we can do with all of this is just the fluffy part and the background. I did not select the heart. We are going to slice the text out of it this time. So now as you can see, we have the text out of it and the heart went in behind. So we're going to come up here to arrange and we're going to send it to the front. So it will come out separately. We can draw the heart in. So up to operations here, we'll go to the pen and we're going to of course change that draw to raspberry or brick so you can see it in there. And of course, in order for it to stay in the place that we want, we are going to have to come back over here and attach it. So now we have 4 different ways. This is a couple little extra things we don't need in order to work with your dog tags. Well, I really hoped you enjoyed playing with this because these are 4 different types of dog tags that you can use. These ones will be printed and cut. These will be 2 pieces cut together, and we used a little bit of contour, so you got a little bit of everything in this. So until next time, happy crafting.